BagFuel, baby.
Oh, we back? BagFuel. Yeah, the other episode y'all just watched. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I know it was crazy, but this one right here. TikTok's fighting back. Esso, the ESSO with the dollar sign. When you type his name twice, put one with the dollar sign and one without. Make sure that algorithm runs. Heineken. It's simple for me. Snoop Dogg decides he wants to partner with TikTok.
Okay.
Why do you think he did that, Esso? Because you said it was a bad move for TikTok and TuneCore. You don't think it's going to be successable?
No, I don't think it's going to be successful.
So why Snoop Dogg would partner with them?
Because did you notice what I said at the end too? I said that they did bring on Papoose.
Yes, they did.
And maybe Papoose is enlightening them to what the streets and what the people want. Now, I could see him coming there because he has a face that he can know like a Papoose, and Snoop Dogg bought
comfortability.
And Snoop Dogg bought a catalog. See, Snoop is in the business of masters. These people don't got masters. Like, he owns masters, so of course he's gonna take it and put it on a platform where he can gain money from his masters. Did you notice that they just made a big deal about the Chronic going up on what did the Chronic just go up on finally for the first time? Apple Music.
Yeah.
All right, they just had old frames for the Chronic and all the rest of that stuff because he owns masters of the catalog. These people that you're talking about, they don't own masters in the catalog.
All I'm seeing is TikTok just partnered with TuneCore. This is a shift in the culture because they don't want to deal with the scenarios or the situations with the label. Like we spoke about on the other episode, $12 billion is what the label wants to come collect. Understandable. They're looking to pivot and make a shift. Snoop Dogg is still culturally relevant to our culture and across as well. White people love Snoop Dogg. Pakistani people love Snoop Dogg. He posted you on his page, and you went binoculars viral. If I'm an artist and I know the legacy of Snoop Dogg, and I see he just did a deal with TikTok and TuneCore to distribute all the things he has going on with Death Row.
I don't even know why we're talking about this. Snoop Dogg is not new. We were talking about new artists breaking on TikTok. Snoop Dogg in the Death Row old catalog is not new.
So you also said
talking about?
You also said you need star power. You need.
I did say that.
Snoop Dogg
does bring star power,
and that doesn't normally work for every artist.
That's star power.
He's a special. Let's be fair, Esso. He's a special. He's a special case.
Let me give y'all credit.
They picked the right nigga.
They picked the right nigga to fight back with. Okay? If you want to fight back, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy, they know Snoop Dogg.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, now, is it a big blow? They still have a mountain to climb. Let's keep it real. I'm not ignorant to that.
That's a good start.
It's a good start. They're just climbing a mountain. All I'm saying is, do I want the labels to be crippled? No. We need the labels. We still need the radio.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Ghost is raising his hand.
It's in this too. I just read that.
YouTube's getting involved?
YouTube has a licensing resource called Creator Music where they're going to start licensing and distributing music straight to YouTube.
And YouTube is the #1 streaming platform. It surpasses Disney Plus, Netflix. All of them combined, it still surpasses them to a high level. I just saw the stat on that. That's interesting.
You still need a star. You still need they have to make a star.
But think about this: YouTube has created a lot of stars that people didn't know about. You know, hey, why not?
YouTube has been a vehicle. Okay, it's a damn good vehicle, but you need more than one vehicle.
Your popularity has come from where?
YouTube and Instagram,
but
and TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm on TikTok on mad other people's pages is going viral.
And I'm not saying that that's the only thing. I don't want to minimize.
It's the biggest thing.
It's the biggest thing.
YouTube is working with Empire, Believe, Downtown.
A whole bunch of throw your record up against the wall niggas.
I mean,
a whole bunch of YouTube would partner up with a whole bunch of throw it up against the wall record label niggas and slavery records. Nigga.
Hey, listen.
Get out of here. Y'all are doing nothing
that's
but making my point.
100 record labels involved.
100 record labels involved. That's what's like, what's going on here?
100 record
labels involved.
All the other ones, you ain't gonna get no cash money.
Hey,
You
you
ain't
never
getting
know.
no OVO.
Why
Listen,
not?
Listen, TuneCore, YouTube, and y'all funky fly dudes, land Drake and all his new artists he's putting out.
You never know.
I'll be impressed.
You never know. Hey, YouTube might cut Drake that check. They have the money.
The money. No,
They got
it ain't
the money.
about Drake's catalog, because that's by Cash Money. It's about Drake and break his new artists.
Why
Get
not?
New artists.
I mean,
Drake ain't breaking no new artist. Yo, 21 Savage, you lit. Come on, let's go do a record. What are you talking about?
Hey.
That's what I keep saying. Ain't nobody just picking these. Yo, come on. If you got them like this, yeah, I'll break you, shorty. You're right. I'll break you. You keep sucking like you sucking. I'm going to put some marketing dollars behind you. I'll do a record for you.
hey,
Please.
YouTube can put you on the front page, the front channel. They'll put you on the recommendations. Ghost, you know how the YouTube recommendations work. The search browsers. They will force feed that mother effer in your face to get back their money. They're just going to be like, hey, they're essentially printing their own money off the backs of these artists.
They're going to have the artists like, you know how to remember, who
the F is that?
I was your man.
Oh, okay.
Remember that old record? Remember that? Does anybody know what the fuck they look like? No.
Okay.
You're going to have a whole, exactly. You want to be a fucking rapper or a singer to have a hit record all summer, make no money off of it, and nobody know who the hell you are? Sign with Heineken and TuneCore.
We did an interview.
Sign with Heineken
All right.
and TuneCore and YouTube. Be the motherfuckers that don't nobody know about, that has a hit record that generates money for everybody else, and nobody fucking knows you.
All right, cool. We sat down with Greg Street.
Sign with Heineken.
No, radio legend. Radio legend. Remember what he said, what he paid for to help get his artist, that artist exposure? What did he say he paid for?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Tell
you
me.
forgot? Remember what he said, Ghost? No, remember what he said he paid
Side
for?
High the Prince?
What did he pay for?
I don't know. Why don't you just say
No,
it?
he paid for the top slot for the big video player on WorldStar. He didn't say, hey, I'm going to funnel it through the radio. I
Okay.
can play it. He said
Why
that.
does he keep testing me?
No. I'm just
Why
saying.
does he keep testing me?
No, I'm just saying.
What's that artist's name?
What's the artist's name?
What's the artist's name?
You
Do
tell
you
me.
remember?
Do
Do you remember? You remember the statement? What was the artist's name?
Who was the artist? You tell me.
Side High the Prince.
And what was happening in Sci-High?
What's he
Why
doing
did he?
right
Why
now?
did he need to put the money in on Sci-High?
Hold on. What's he doing right now?
Who?
The man we're talking about that was on the face of WorldStar.
I don't know.
You know what he needed?
What?
You know what else he needed? And this ain't taking nothing from Side High the Prince. He needed to get that WorldStar to get to a record label so they could put the promotion and marketing dollars behind him. I know he was like the Kanye. That don't mean you.
That WorldStar buy was led to Kanye.
Okay, look.
Okay.
How? No, that can't be because he was signed. No. Yes, he was. When Greg Street did it, he said the dude was signed and they wasn't putting no money behind him.
Yeah, no, but he wasn't linked with Kanye the way he was like now.
Yes, he was.
Kanye said he seen him on WorldStar.
There you go.
He did.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Because I was there during that time. He said he posted his shit.
Kanye discovered him,
He put
and
it on the Kanye blog. Remember Kanye?
the Kanye blog.
Yeah.
That was
He took
before
that
your
from
time.
WorldStar. You put it on the Kanye.
Yeah, that was before your time. Yeah, that was.
So you telling me that when Greg Street made that statement to us, it was before he signed with Kanye?
He said nobody was putting money into him.
That's how I knew Greg Street was
He-
it was way before Kanye.
Listen, this is how I grasp it, and I'm gonna call Greg when we get off the phone.
Call him now.
This how I
Call that
grasp
nigga
it.
now.
This is how I grasp it. That Greg Street did that after he was signed to Kanye because they wasn't putting no money behind him. All right, I'm calling Greg Street right now.
This is live on BagFuel. You know what I'm saying? We getting the stories because we want to see what's the.
Sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box
That's
not
full,
been
right?
sent.
Yeah. Shouts out
It's
to
Greg Street.
shouts
too.
out to everybody with a full mailbox, yo.
But I think Greg Street was saying that after his thing didn't work out with Kanye, that they didn't put no money behind him, and he tried to help him out.
That was before.
Okay.
Hey, we'll check later, and if we're wrong, we talk about it on
Yeah,
BagFuel.
it's no big deal.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Because he
saying?
definitely told the story. I just thought it was a different time frame than it was. My bad.
But you know,
But I still don't think I still think that you're gonna need the record label because that still goes to what y'all saying. They put him on a platform and they took him and took him to Kanye, which is a record label, right? Right? So this is what I'm saying.
I mean, but right now,
that's why I said they should partner.
I mean,
it goes back to me saying, ladies and gentlemen, that TuneCore should have partnered up with a record label for this reason and YouTube. Whether it's a solid partnership or not, maybe we don't know about it. But it makes no sense for them to expose these people and put these people on the front page and YouTube and expose them if they don't have a record label to take them to do the rest of the job.
Hey, listen.
That's my point. Y'all just made my point.
That's
I almost missed it.
No. They signed Snoop Dogg. They did the partnership. This is part of
Snoop Dogg is already signing Snoop Dogg is an established artist already.
Hey.
He's came from Interscope Death Row Records already. It's still the same thing. I'm telling you, if they do it, they're gonna need a record label to partner with to funnel. It's just like when you watch them people on TV. What was the shit where everybody was singing on, where Fantasia came from? What's that fucking shit?
American Idol.
They had a deal with J Records.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. What was the point of getting these singers and exposing them to the world if you don't have a record label to send them to that's gonna do the record label job?
But the thing with YouTube is you can keep putting out your music, letting it work out. That's what Papoose said. He dropped an album a month. People said that he was crazy. That was unheard of. It's not gonna work. And he said that's what helped him out the most in his career, bought him the money, bought him the notoriety.
Do you know what type of talent it takes to put out a freaking album a month?
But now we're talking about, all right, that's an album a month. It ain't nothing for these artists to be dropping multiple songs a month.
Papoose, why you tell these people that they can put out an album a month like they got talent like you? Papoose, go back on camera and say, what type of talent you have to put out an album a month? What type of situation? What type of studio situation? You have your own man to record yourself. Are you recording yourself? What, you got money to do this already.
So,
tell them.
Guess what Papoose did? Guess what Papoose did? Guess what Papoose did?
You got these Brooklyn niggas thinking this shit is easy.
No, guess what he did? He broke the rules. Like you've been saying.
He did.
All right.
He did.
Philadelphia could get an office of music to help focus on bolstering and boosting the local music industry in Philadelphia. You think that's a good idea?
I mean, Philly,
I gotta think about that.
I gotta think about that. Philly,
the city of Philadelphia is gonna get an office of music to boost the music,
like a record label office.
The music industry that's in Philadelphia,
like a local music record label. Basically, we're just gonna do our thing here locally.
The government's gonna be operating.
Government funded office of music.
A government
to help the city of Philadelphia's music industry.
Can I go left field? I'd be nervous, especially since the government has used the rap lyrics to lock up artists. I know this has nothing to do with everything. What's the government?
They're not distributing. They're just doing concerts.
All right. Oh, I don't have an issue with that. It's always a
hub for Philadelphia.
Why Philadelphia? One.
No, they're doing it themselves. It's not the federal government. The city of Philadelphia is doing it for Philadelphia, is what he's saying.
Okay.
It's not the government picking Philadelphia to start there. It's Philadelphia doing it for Philadelphia.
Philly's always.
I think it's a great idea. I would need to know how they're building it out. What's the structure? What's the idea of? Are they saying that they want to expose them on radio? Are they saying that they're going to support them through concerts? Are they going to support them through development? Are they going to provide free studio time? Are they going to provide classes in music? What are you going to do with the money, and what's the money for to support? What's the criteria of getting involved or into the system of Philadelphia music, whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all about the motivation. Philadelphia has been known as the home of the spitters, whether from dudes who rhyme crazy bars, battle rappers, all the street dudes and things of that nature. And the closest they've ever been to the music industry is New York, which is an hour and a half up the road. Does this help explode Philadelphia into a bigger hub?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
People know Philadelphia got talent already. I think Philadelphia, this is going to help them exploit talent. everybody's
think
not going to get it.
But they want to do it like they're using it as a promotional tool to help Philadelphia venues, not just artists.
There we go.
Artists getting venues to get there.
They're going to support. That's what I'm saying.
Shit like that goes around in the city.
We need to know what the
artists.
We need to know what the structure is. Like, that's why I said we would need to know what the
So
structure
pretty much
is,
what
what
it looks like
do.
they want to do is build up the buzz and the name of these artists so that people will go out and watch them live.
But how they gonna get paid from that? What's their benefit?
Like remember Detroit? Detroit had a problem. Like you gotta have something going on with Detroit artists in order to be in Detroit. Remember
the no-fly zone situation.
No-fly zone shit.
I mean, that's a street thing.
That's
so
a street thing, but I'm saying, is this like a more happier?
Maybe it helps to expose because maybe other people are coming from OT using their venues and exposing.
Or maybe
themselves.
not enough people are coming through. We never know.
Maybe.
Think about when we was in the club with Mike Knox and Meech and what it took for us to get to the club and how it was so much energy for Little Meech. Mm-hmm. How many bookings come through Philadelphia? How many artists are outside? We're also, like you said, we're in a recession and an inflation. People are probably looking for ways to generate interest and generate money. And this is what better ways to build up these artists that are in town, that are 10 minutes away, build up their name, build up their profile, have these people come out and watch them perform.
Well, are they signed to you? I don't get it.
I mean, maybe they don't have to be signed. If you're building up, think about this.
It seems Figgy Jiggy to me.
It is Figgy Jiggy. That's the point. They want to print their own money, Esso. You know this play.
It seems Figgy Jiggy to me.
No, listen to this. We've watched SoundCloud rappers that were blowing up, and they were able to get shows and bookings. Down South artists for years, whether it was Young Dolph, Black Youngster. These guys were getting booked down south to go do these little hole in the walls, and they were getting paid 30 bands because people were coming out to see them. Why not say, hey, we're going to take the same formula, build up these Philly artists. We're going to get our bigger piece of the pie, give them some money. It'll probably lower the crime rate over there, give them something to do. Why not?
They're not prepared to deal with rappers. A government organization is not prepared to deal.
It's bigger, so it's more than just rappers.
I'm just throwing, yeah.
Oh, okay, then.
It's gonna be rockers, music.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I'm just throwing the rappers piece of it in there. I know it's gonna be singers, rappers, rockers, folk people, all different type of, rock, all types of stuff. But I'm just saying rappers. I'm saying rock stars. There's not even rock stars yet. They're not prepared to deal with artists. It gotta be something we don't know. We gotta research that more to see who's behind that because it just sounds like a money game.
Well,
it sounds like a money play.
It's not in play, but it's on the ballot.
And they ain't gonna pass that shit.
You never know.
That's a money play.
I honestly,
that's a whole money play.
Because of Philadelphia, sometimes outside of Philadelphia, even though it's the same thing, people forget that's still a Commonwealth state. Mm-hmm. So they got their own laws. They do their own thing.
They do.
You know what I mean? We never know. And like you said,
they ain't passing that shit.
Hey, yeah.
That's a whole money play.
Yo, Ghost, I was telling Esso, right? This is a little bit off brand, but we're gonna come right back. They were trying to pass a law called the Loverboy Law, where you can't lie to women about your intentions of being with them or what type of job you have, and they're really trying
to pass that shit.
What? Huh?
That's not going.
That's the seat.
Yo, listen.
What's makeup?
You're not putting nobody in jail for lying. Stop.
What?
Chill out.
Yo, did you hear about the guy?
I told you I make 100,000, but I only make 50.
No.
Put him in jail.
Yeah, you want to know why? There's a guy. He got fired from Google because he wouldn't smash his supervisor. She kept throwing the box at him, and he went to management and complained. He says, I'm uncomfortable. This is too much for me. And she made his life a living hell to the point they're like, she wrote up and said, we have to reprimand this guy because he shows favoritism to the employees that produce well, and he encourages them to be better employees. And they fired him for that. He's suing Google now for $100 million.
And he's going to get paid.
But listen to that level of ridiculous. So think about Michael Irvin. Did you see the footage of him talking to the white women?
For 45 seconds?
Yeah. And she made up a whole story about what he did, and that wasn't even accurate. So do I think where more women are in Congress right now than ever before that they will pass this stupid law? It's very plausible. You can't even say a woman's fat. Going back to the laws of what could be passed, it's not implausible. If they're gonna, if on the ballot is
call me when they pass the law.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna call you.
Call me.
Oh, I'm gonna call you.
And it'll be after you give me my $200 for saying Malik Monk's gonna be $6 man of the year.
Okay, cool.
Most ridiculous shit in the world.
He still hasn't told me who's gonna win sixth man of the year though.
I don't have to.
Why not?
That ain't the bet.
Because you're saying he won't win. Why? What are you basing that on?
That's not the bet.
You said he won't win sixth man, and I said yes, right? Yes, right.
No,
That's the bet.
No. What happened was you said he will.
I said he
and
will.
I said you're bugging.
Why am I bugging?
Yeah, you said I'm not bugging. I said yes, you are, and I'll bet.
Based
you
on what?
$200.
Why did you think? No. Tell me why you think I was bugging.
Because he's not going to be $6 man.
Based on what? What are you factoring that in? What have you seen? What do you understand to say? What? Why not? Just tell me.
He's not better than Malcolm Brogdon for $6 million.
He's been putting up the same numbers as Malcolm Brogdon.
There
you go. There you go. You can't say that.
50 years of hip hop is coming. They got a lot of events and stuff. Do you think the music of the past is better than the music from today?
Of course,
No.
music of the past is better.
No.
Of course.
You want to know why? I think we're too generational biased. Because if that's the case, right? That's like when people were saying the music before hip hop was better than what the music is now. I just feel like people like to have trouble adjusting with the era. Remember what you said, Esso, in your famous rant. Don't get stuck in your era. Right? Does your father believe his music is better than the music you grew up on? Yes.
I never asked him.
Ask him. He believes the football players are better back then than they are now?
I don't think so. He thinks they're tougher.
You think they're tougher now?
He thinks the older players are tougher than the players, not necessarily better, but tougher. That's what he feels.
Do you think
there's only one theory behind the music not being better for me?
Go for it.
They don't take enough time for it to be better. It was more of a collaboration of great musical minds. So you didn't have Michael Jackson going into a studio with an engineer just taking beats from people and putting it with other songwriters trying to write records. It was the power of collaboration and taking time and being able to be delicate with these records. They don't do that. It's not that they can't do it, they just don't do it. This day and time is hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I need it out fast. We're gonna film this today. Ghost will have this shit out tomorrow. Why?
Volume. Yeah.
Why? Because people need to be fed. They didn't need to be fed that way. We consume. It took a longer time for us to consume things. So of course things would be better because we had more time to be better. I'm not taking away from none of the rappers or the singers or songwriters. Y'all just are not privy to say we're gonna go do a project and we're gonna take a year and a half to do this project, and we're gonna send you to Minnesota to go work with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and we're gonna send you to California to go get the hip hop vibe from Dr. Dre. We're gonna send you to New York to go work with Puffy. We're going to get them all together and talk about what the vibe of the record is going to be for the day and time that's going out. That's why it was better. You know what I'm saying? Because you had more minds and you had more time to figure things out.
Dude,
period.
Is it a relatability thing? I have to also look at that. We got people in their late 30s, late 40s, mid 50s. Some of them gravitate towards the music. They can relate to it. They're not stuck in their era. But there's some people that, like you said, you don't like how the drill rappers rhyme offbeat, right? But then you have younger people saying, based on the BPM, based on how they got to deliver it, they have to rap like that. And culturally, that's what matters for it in that time and in that frame.
But that's clearly wrong because they're rhyming on beat now. When we spoke to Big Glau, You know what I'm saying? When we was in Atlanta, he said it just needs time to evolve more. He said more people are starting to rhyme on beat, and they are. They're rhyming. In order to take it worldwide. See, it's certain things about music that's not old school. There's certain things that are just standard about music. When you're playing the piano, it's certain things. It's keys. There's keys. That it's always gonna be those. It's always gonna be those things that are certain things that are in music and being on beat on any tempo, rock music, rap music, whatever, folk music, gospel music. It's all on beat. It's meant to have a melody. So once they find that place to be on beat, then we good. But that's not downing what people is doing now and not being in the vibe of being in your time. That's just music melody.
All right, let me say this, right? When hip hop started, it was a lot of sample based music, taking old records and chopping it up, and that was a very tough thing for people. They're like, they're not creating their own music. They don't have live instrumentation, musicians coming in.
That's where the sample clearance came.
Yeah, but over time, we saw that. But does that mean that the music of how these guys were using samples was bad music? No.
Let me ask you a question. If because they're sampling music from the past, and putting it in, doesn't it make it more timeless?
It depends on who it makes it timeless for. Because what happens is, depending on the age and depending on these people's parents, they might not have been introduced to that song. So that new art...
The feeling on the record is always going to be that feeling because the record is a sample.
No, because you got to actually execute the sample right. There's a lot of dudes that do...
I'm not saying every record. I'm just saying, like, One More Chance, Biggie is gonna feel that same way no matter what.
Nah, I don't disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. Years ago, I'm mad I lost this. I had all Biggie vocals clear with no beats on them. All of them, top from every song, even up to the new ones that they use. And even though they tried to put it on timeless beats, it just didn't work. You got to be really talented to pull that off. I just think even how when you're producing records, there's a way you got to rhyme on it, drop on it, make it work. So you can have a timeless classic. That don't mean you execute the record right.
I agree with that.
You got to execute. And me personally,
execute the sample right.
Yeah, this is why when I'm talking about performance, being able to execute how you deliver your content, how you deliver your mindset, your creativity, your business, you still got to execute. Otherwise,
sampling is good.
It's an art form, in my opinion.
Sample though, the idea of the sample is this: you sample it, you cut it up, you make it young for what the young people want to do.
Up to date,
right? But then it's nostalgia for the older people. So the older people are gonna say, "Hey, yo," to their kid, "Yo, that's we rock to that." Now they're into it too. Yeah. Because they're familiar with the record, and if it rides good, they're gonna like the new record too.
Of course. That's the play.
That's the whole idea of sampling, because people sometimes don't understand why people sample. Sampling can take you from many years and many age groups because things get resampled like that, like the Coi Leray, Girls is Players Too. That been sampled over 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. You know what I'm saying? So all those age groups are familiar with that beat.
Remember when we were in the car listening to that record? Why does that record work?
Because of the hook.
And you said Girls is Players Too. She delivered on that.
Yeah. That's
whether she wrote it or someone, that's why that sample worked. If she doesn't have that line.
That line is crucial to that song.
Yeah.
Because Girls is Players
Ghost, I don't
Too.
think you're wrong.
That's a rap.
Ghost, I don't think you're wrong. Huh? I understand the beat means more, but
I'm a beat
I'm a
dude.
beat nigga. I like beats.
There are people that are really in the lyrics though.
No. The lyrics make the song, but the beat makes it timeless.
Like, I don't disagree. I don't disagree that it's timeless.
I think the beat makes it timeless.
No, I don't.
Same thing with Busta Rhymes because he did that song.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, listen.
But the beat
it's timeless.
No. Listen to me.
His flow is classic.
Yeah.
His melody, his flow.
His lyrics make the song.
His flow is classic.
The beat is a classic.
Let me show you this.
I think the whole shit is classic on that one.
It's a tricky
The
situation.
beats, the lyrics.
What I'm saying, just Busta Rhymes on that is classic in itself.
I agree.
Now you take his lyrics, it's like, oh, this is timeless. Now then you take Coi Leray who did the same shit. Then it's like, oh.
But they sampled it right. Whoever sampled it, they cut it up right.
Yeah, I agree, and it takes that. It's such a collaborative effort. It's just like what you said on the last episode. What it takes to even do a show. Most people just see the finished product. They're like, "Yo, these guys ain't working hard. They're just sitting there doing this." They don't understand the roles that come into this, the amount of phone calls, and we're only given 10% of what we got to go through. The stress level of dealing with this. You talked about the stress for even the dudes in hip hop just to be successful. How some guys are either catching heart attacks because you gotta really deliver. You gotta be on them phone calls. You gotta be a babysitter. You gotta be a psychiatrist. You gotta be a philanthropist. Funnel things, support things. So with this business, man, when I just see the sample, I'm like, it's more than that. To me, it's just more than that. Everything has to come together or it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, all of it's part of it. You got to pick the right sample. You got to cut it up right. But it all goes to you're right, and so is Ghost.
I don't do, yeah.
Y'all both right, but it's all about the talent that's gonna lay it down, and they're gonna do it right.
Said AI is the future of music.
I agree.
Do you think that's how they're gonna sample it? How is AI?
They already started. Remember I forgot who the beat maker was that it pissed them off that the AI was making beats. They would take music from all in the past, drum kits, samples, and then you could say, let's just say, because you've produced the records, right? I want the record that SO produced with XYZ artists in 2001. They'll put your real name in, and then they'll get to that nostalgic feeling. I think the problem with AI is, I think, what's the thing called, Ghost, where you want to make the drums sound humanized, quantizing? Is the computer going to truly be able to capture all the time that human feeling?
All the drums today are quantized, so what's the difference?
I mean,
that shit is scary to me. That's what I think about it. This whole AI sounding like M at the club. Yeah. And it wasn't M. It wasn't even M's lyrics. Yeah, it wasn't even M's lyrics, but they could take M's voice and make it sound like M actually said that.
Snoop Dogg got a thing. I just did some shit and I typed it in and had Snoop Dogg say it. Shit is wild.
Yeah. It's going to get to the point, right? This is where AI is going, they said.
They're going to be able to frame niggas.
No. It's deeper than that. They're going to have it to where your mind, they're going to put these implants in your mind. Yo, they said this already. This is a news article. This is the play. This is in a news.
How does it help the business?
No, listen. You got to let this shit develop. Y'all just be jumping. You can go into augmented reality within your mind. You don't need the VR goggles now. Now, what it starts to happen is virtual concert for whatever artist. Digitally now, you could pay the ticket in your mind. It'll come out your bank account, and you'll have a digital front row seat. So now Esso can be in his living room, you can be in Pakistan, and I can be in Asia, and we're all sitting next to each other digitally in our minds, and we're looking at it. That is the play right now. But they put it. You have to do it through the goggles. The goggles also have you watch courtside now. You could pay a fee, whatever it is, for a year, and watch a game courtside. You know. So with this music, with this AI shit,
but can't nobody see you courtside. You ain't talking to the ball players.
I mean,
you ain't eating no food. You ain't getting no bitches.
Let me show you something. Let me show you. Guess what's happening right now? People can watch these things. The TV. You weren't at the game, but now you have all these watch parties. It's evolution. These ideas.
Just watching the glasses.
Yes.
Every other niggas in the glasses?
I know, I got you.
Yeah. So with this music now, with
ain't nobody actually at the game seeing your ass.
Yeah.
I can talk to niggas at the game.
You could talk to the niggas who are watching the same.
No, I know that. I'm talking about niggas, the ball players.
Oh, no. When you're screaming at, no, but guess what's gonna happen? That's a great idea. You see what you just said right there, Elso? Let me tell you what you just did right now. They'll say, do you want to pay for the package where your voice will have speakers at the stick? Listen, chill. Listen to this. We'll have speakers.
Tatum, you suck.
Yeah, they'll have it come out just like how the crowd is, and they'll control your octave and your level. And you get to be like, yo, Brunson, hit the 3.
These niggas, boy. Why is everybody so comfortable with taking away human interaction?
I agree.
I don't know why this is becoming a big thing, how to take it away, but still try to give it to you. If they're still trying to give it to you, why are you going to let them take it away?
You know why? Money.
They're trying to take
money.
it and put it
it's
in
money.
Do y'all realize that just taking it and putting it in another place and you're not getting to interact? So you put the goggles on and you at a whole game with a whole bunch of people that you don't really know, that you're not going to see, that when you take the goggles off, they're gone.
You know what that's called?
Y'all like
no,
that?
No. You want to? No. You want to know what that's called? A Zoom meeting. That's the same thing.
Zoom meetings aren't exciting. Basketball games are.
No.
Zoom meetings are not.
You're not next to these people. You can't fuck that shorty you talking to.
Yo, we have talked to a lot of niggas on Zoom, okay? It's not exciting.
Okay, you just said you can't holler at the chick that's next to you, right? It ain't. Being in a virtual reality game with some bad joint that's sitting across and you get to holler is no different than sending a DM on Instagram. You're just laying the foundation.
I don't send DMs on this.
Oh, no, you're married. I understand that.
Even before I was married, I'm just not that style of nigga.
That's not your life.
To be thirst trap and sending DMs. I'm not that style, so maybe I don't understand the goggles and the lonely wave. I like to interact with people.
It's not about the lonely wave. It's no different than talking to a chick you see and you get her number, you talking to her. You're not around her.
I met you on MTV, on the NBA floor on the goggles.
Yeah. That's what Black Planet was. Niggas caught mad bros.
I'm not gonna expose my man's name, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody talk about that's what Black Planet is, the dating apps and all that, and he was the number one nigga. Was like, yo, the dating app. You know what I'm talking about? My man met all his bitches on the dating app. He got the fucking flight tickets, traveling all over the world. This shit is trash now. Like I told them, this should be short lived. Getting all your dates on the dating app, meeting the girls. After a while, it's not. No,
I don't. Listen to me.
It's not lit. It's easy pussy. I get it. Hold on.
No, I don't disagree with you.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. As they say. Hold on.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you something.
It's not lit though. So all these things that they're trying to gank y'all in to try this new shit, I'm gonna meet a fly girl. We gotta see who. Somebody gotta show me with the goggles that they met a fly bitch with the goggles and they took her home and they fucked her.
Bro, that logic makes no sense. That's like going on the, that's like going on the gram and saying, yo, I DM this chick and I met her and how many?
Just use the gram. And
it's the same concept.
Use that.
So
it's the same thing.
So, I mean, but niggas go for trash on the gram.
And they'll go for trash at the game. Yeah, what are you talking? It's all about what is SO talking about?
Trash ain't on my mind.
No, it's all about your preference.
Cool. Y'all gonna have the trash.
Okay, let me show you the dating.
Y'all got the trash. If we talking about trash, nigga, that's why I don't.
It ain't about trash because you said it's not. It's sucky to always get your box from a dating app. I don't disagree. It ain't no different than when instead of dudes going to church and meeting a woman, they were going to bars all the time. It's trashy to always bag all your broads at the.
People in married relationships that met each other on Call of Duty.
Yeah, shit. Do I agree with it? I don't agree with this shit. I just understand it. Yo, my man that passed away, and I'm wearing his shirt right here, he had made a group on Facebook. And these dudes got married, relationships, all off a group of talking. Now, some dudes took down a lot of trash, SO. Whoop, they took down a lot of trash.
I know.
But
that's why I'm out that game. I don't fuck with the trash. That's what I'm saying.
Let's be fair, right? You're married and you're monogamous to your wife. With your popularity, and your energy and all the visibility you have a plethora of joints you could hit and scoop.
I get some DMs now.
No, if you wanted this, you're in the percentile to scoop certain level of women. It ain't that hard. I'm just saying. I done seen battle rappers scoop top tier chicks, and I'm like, if they're doing it based on screaming at another man for 9 to 20, 30 minutes.
But they're looking at those battle rappers like they're making money and they have clout and they have status. We're leaving the money like when people.
Nobody looks at battle rappers as money makers. I'm sorry. No,
the
that's
niggas that I know. They say that they making money.
That's a top percentile.
But that's
don't do that. I was in the battle rap culture. That's a top percentile.
We're always talking about top percentile. That's all that you need. You only need a couple making money.
But what do you think is money? What do you think is money?
I know some getting like 30,000 a battle. That's money to me.
If they do 2 battles, what's that? 70,000, 80,000,
90,000 if they do 30,000 a battle.
Yeah, but let's take expenses and all of that. It trickles down to
They're only doing 3 battles a year.
Yeah. Huh? After paying expenses, rent, bills, and all of that? You think
90,000 expenses ain't that much? What are you talking about?
Really? And so, you're a money nigga.
Hold on.
You're a money nigga. Hold on.
You're not talking about that. I'm talking about regular Joe Schmo nigga make 30,000 a year.
Okay,
so what are we talking about?
Here's what we're gonna talk about.
Niggas
Ghost.
Wait, hold on. Niggas are making 60 grand a year and having to live off that shit.
A
year. And you doing 3 battles for 90,000.
Ghost. We have 2 guys in here that are very disciplined with money and make a lot of money. Let's take ourselves out of it. We talking about guys who don't work a regular job. That 90,000 is coming in what? 4 months? Altogether, and they gotta budget their money. They gotta still live the rapper life.
Like you're acting like it's 9,000.
Battle rappers ain't living a rapper life, though.
It's 90,000.
Yeah, I don't think. Let me say this, y'all. I don't think 90,000 is a lot of money, but Ghost is also right. They're both right. Ghost niggas are making $50,000, $60,000. So if you can do a battle rap 3 times and get $90,000, there gotta be some other things that you gotta do. You gotta have some records streaming on YouTube. You gotta be doing some other things to be making ends meet. If you're making 90,000 off of 3 battles, I'm expecting you to make 150 grand tax free for the year.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for. That's respectable. Mm-hmm. That's not rich. That's what I make. That's respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Think about what it took for you to budget your money, to spend it the way you had to spend it. Yeah. And you have faith in these niggas, and half of them don't even have a bank account.
I didn't say that they're keeping their money. We said that they're making the money. We didn't say that they're keeping it, they're making it. That's all we're saying.
Is how you manage it. But you can manage it if you're making 90,000.
You can manage it if you're making 90,000 and we're talking about cash. We're not talking about give me
off the books. Give me that.
We talking about 90 grand cash off the books is $140, bro. And that's $140 off the books, bro. Listen. At least $1. Yo, less than $130.
You don't weigh out. How much is your phone bill a year?
Like anywhere from
$100, $1,200,
$1,500.
That's not even a dent in 90,000.
If they got rent, If they got rent,
2,000.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If they got rent, I'm gonna give them rent for $3,000. I'm gonna give them rent for $3,000. That's $36,000 and $1,200. That's $37,200.
Okay.
$500. No, $800 for the car. $800 for the car. That's $10,000 a year. $400 for car insurance.
Cool.
And the car not even in there now.
What?
But I'm giving them credit to say that they're gonna buy some nice shit because this is what it is. We named out mad shit just now. That's not even $50K. That's not even $50K.
Mm-hmm.
You got $40K left and you hustling still.
Okay, cool. Then what else they gonna do?
No.
You know what else they doing?
Y'all niggas lucky y'all can't battle rap.
No, you know what else they doing?
Coming for that.
You know what else? You know what else they buying?
What?
You know what they buying?
They tricking. Weed.
No, weed.
They tricking on some bitches.
No, jewelry.
Yeah,
How much
buy
is
some jewels.
and for the visibility?
But you ain't gotta buy you ain't buying all your jewels at one time.
So why do you act like you don't?
They gonna buy. I'm lying. They gonna buy all their jewels.
What are you talking about?
But they not buying the jewels every year. They not buying no new jewels every year.
Don't do that.
But they are gonna splurge for the jewels.
How much you think minimum? 20, right? 20's gone.
30.
This is BagFuel.
They,
What?
no,
Bro.
I didn't say chain. I said jewels.
No, 30,000.
Yo, wait, time out. Let me just say this.
Yes,
You know
niggas
what
is.
my charm, Ghost. You know what my charm cost me that I don't wear? They got gold and real blue diamonds in it. The charm was $25K. The charm, just the piece, and it ain't big. That's $25K.
Yeah, weed,
bro.
clothes to stay
But
slightly
he gotta
fresh.
be making money. I'm just saying 90 grand is a good start. That's not like they're trash. Like,
No,
come
I don't
on.
think they're trash.
30K a battle, yo. 30K a battle is dope. Yo, listen.
I'm not mad at it.
See, this is how I would change the rules in battle rapping. I'd be battling every fucking where. I would be having more. Nigga, I'm breaking the rule. I'm a free agent. I'm a fucking free agent.
I'm gonna tell you why you can't.
And I'm gonna use my relationship with Smack, and I'm saying it right on air. Smack, you would let me battle another nigga shit.
You know, you want to
That's how
know?
you use a relationship. Smack, you would out and Smack. You know what? When I torch they shit, I will butt you money back.
No.
What?
You know why that shit ain't gonna work?
You manage me,
I'm gonna
Smack.
tell you what.
Smack got the 30.
30. No. I'll tell you who else got
I'm
it.
gonna rack up all them other shits. I'm
No.
going to get the 30.
This is why you don't
10.
understand. There's only 3 or 4 niggas that could pay you. That's it. King of the dot.
And what's the other one?
RB, ARP. That's it.
Them niggas will give you 30.
All right. And all 3 of y'all would be fucking with me.
No, that's it. But
I would be working my business side.
Yeah.
And letting y'all niggas see. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how you would.
But
break the rules.
Esso,
Oh,
but
wow,
that's what
niggas
they're
would be-
doing already. That's not a rule broken. They're doing this already.
What you mean?
What you're saying is
But you said Smack ain't letting niggas do that. If you fuck with Smack,
the new niggas, not the murder mook.
Contract.
Listen. Not
so
the
they doing more than 3 battles a year then.
yeah, but those
New niggas, yeah.
with the new
Niggas got a slave.
yeah, but
I'm saying, but the Murder Mook niggas, they doing more than 3 battles.
no,
a
they're
year.
not because no, he might do 2 the most because the other listen,
Like,
he get more than 30. He get more than 30.
okay.
He get more than 30.
I'm like Murder Mook.
top niggas get
Like Loaded Lux.
But why? Okay. Why would Mook only do 2 battles a year if he's
I'm gonna
getting
tell you.
mad bank?
No, listen. There's only 2 There's only 2 places that can pay him his salary. The rest of the niggas, at most, they can give him if they get a no. Listen, the most they can give him, the most, and I'm being very generous, would be 10,000. Now, like you would say, Esso, what happened with Rihanna? Why would I take 10,000?
No, Murder Mook can't. If he's getting that other money, he can't take 10,000.
There you go.
It's going to reduce his value.
And he could lose the battle subjectively.
Yeah, he could
Get embarrassed, and then what? You lowered your It doesn't make sense.
You told me you would come talk to me.
Yeah,
up
he's
here.
gonna talk to us.
Yo, come holler at me about this because I want to know how you get in your bank, Mook. Because you always be because you don't.
Yo, Harlem
you
nigga.
be shining.
Yo.
You don't never look like you need money. I ain't heard no rumors about
Never.
you being broke. Come holler at me. Tell me how you keeping this money flowing, man.
Nah, Mook
on the
been
battle
doing-
rapper wave.
I've known him for a lot of years, and he was one of the first dudes to usher in the big bank.
That's why I'm gonna hit see if he can come on Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit
he
Murder
ushered in the big bank. He was the one that was asking for
Why?
the big sums.
Why? Because he had pizzazz.
No,
and style?
no. He figured out
He found out what Smack
was that's it, and he said, "Yo, my nigga,
Got you.
pay me.
found out what Smack made, and then he said, "Nah."
You could pay us. That's it."
Well, that's I mean, that's a business move. That's a businessman because most niggas just get mad and want to fight a nigga,
And
shoot a
so-
nigga. Nigga came business. Yo, if you're making that, you can afford to pay millions. I totally respect that. That's how I am, Mook. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you making the money, just pay me. I'm good.
Yeah, Mook, we gonna be sitting down with you. I just seen this down the wire. Jermaine Dupri explains hip hop is in trouble despite being the #1 genre. Let's see what he said.
I think he's kind of.
But even with that being the #1 genre, we still in trouble because the hip hop that's at the top is very, very limited, like he was saying. It's not. It's the subject matter ain't wide. It's very, very narrow minded. And if it's gonna be across the board, it's gotta open itself.
How you fix it?
Huh?
That's a great question, bro. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how you fix it.
I mean,
I think that's similar to what we spoke about earlier.
I like JD, but I think that these young niggas kind of been on his head lately. If y'all been paying attention what's online, talking about he's not relevant and all the rest of the stuff, and he said he had a hit record every year, that these people was born and all of that. And yeah, it kind of goes to, I think he could be a little tight about that. If I was him, I'd be tight about me being a legend and I'm out here explaining myself to these other motherfuckers. But on the other end, it goes to what I just said, that they don't take the time to make the music. They don't have the time. They don't put the work into the music. So yeah, it would be in a bad place because you're doing things that are not going to be things that are going to last.
Because what he's saying is the subject matter. And he's talking about young dudes. And I've always said this. We got to give them time to grow as well. I think we were spoiled by Nas, who was ahead of his time of how he was able to paint pictures of what was going on, especially at 18, 19 years old, Hove, et cetera, et cetera. But there's so many other artists. Think what it took for young Jeezy to grow into who he was.
It's called being lyrically inclined. He's being nice by saying subject.
So he's saying they can't rap.
Basically.
Woo!
That's what he's trying to say, that they can't rap. He's being nice and saying subject matter and all that. Yeah, they're not talking about anything. Yeah, nigga, they not spitting. They're not rapping good is how they're feeling. All of these older rappers, I'm telling you, they would feel the same way. They just can't come out because they'd be like, you're hating. But you're old school. Go over there because the young niggas
I think
is
that's
running
unfair.
the block now.
You know what the problem is, man? And I remember I spoke about this. I remember when Cool Red Alert was talking about Soulja Boy and how he wasn't lyrical and they were killing him. And I'm like, but Bismarck, he wasn't lyrical. And we
More lyrical than Soulja Boy.
No, he wasn't. Look at this nigga's face.
I'm not saying
Niggas write his rhymes who were lyrical.
That means he's not a lyrical nigga then.
That don't mean that, Heineken.
Hold on, hold on. If a nigga's writing, hold on. If a nigga's hold on. I let you. If a nigga's hold on. If a nigga's writing your rhymes, how are you going to give them the credit of being lyrical?
Okay, now can you stop saying that? Can you stop saying this now? Because he's talking about the song. He's not talking about the person. He's talking about he had Big Daddy Kane writing his rhymes. So no matter what, when he's spinning Big Daddy Kane rhymes, it's more lyrical than he's saying when Soulja Boy's saying, you got the dunk. You got the dunk. It's two totally different
No.
things.
That's first of all, that's not fair because nobody was writing Soulja Boy's material. So
Nobody's
if you
talking about nobody's talking.
Listen. No, let me come on.
Heineken.
Hold on. Let me say this, man. No, let me say this.
Yo, bro,
no. Let me say this. I let you go on. Let me say this.
Yo, bro.
Let me say this. Come on. Let me say this. You call Drake, you say he can't be top 5 because he doesn't write his rhymes. Now we're going to sit here and say that Bismarck is lyrical because of a nigga that's right. No, he's not, because he didn't come up with that. You can't be lyrical if a nigga coming up with your shit. That is bullshit, and y'all know that.
Can I talk now? Because all you doing is sitting up here yelling.
That's like saying a nigga can dress because somebody's his stylist.
Hey, yo, bro, can you please?
No, he can't.
Can you please stop cutting me off? You didn't cut me off.
Niggas got stylists and they can dress. Because they styled them.
He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. All the fuck he's doing is yelling, trying to make a point. Songs can be lyrical. Drake is spitting lyrical songs because lyrical niggas are writing them for him. That's what niggas is saying. That doesn't make Drake top 5 of anything. He's talking about if you put this song next to this song, which song has more lyrical content? Would it be Donk or would it be this? That's what niggas is saying. It doesn't matter who wrote that. That doesn't matter who's making somebody top 10. And yes, you can dress. And yes, Fab has a stylist. Yes. But can he dress too? Yes, he can. Okay, Floyd Mayweather has a stylist, but people don't be digging Floyd Mayweather's style. Does he dress himself sometimes too? Yes, he does, my nigga. You're taking one context and you're yelling and screaming about a whole nother context that is not the same. You're trying to make a point that is not the same. We're not talking about somebody being top 5. We're talking about a record, a singular record, a singular artist that would be considered more lyrical with the delivery of the song. If Lil Wayne would have wrote fucking Soulja Boy's raps, you know what he would be saying? Soulja Boy shit is more lyrical.
No.
Although he didn't.
You want to know why? He ain't write it. He ain't write it. How can you be considered lyrical and you didn't even put pen to pad?
I said Soulja Boy's record.
Oh my God. Is Puff Daddy lyrical?
Yo, I'ma just tell you this. Remember, let me just say this to him. Let me just say, Ghost, please, let me just say this to him. It's like this is the times when I say, yo, bro, don't do that because you're not understanding what you're saying. Just like when you said the counting and you said that they're tearing your ass up about it because the shit was wrong. This is one of them times that I'm trying to stop you because you're not grasping what's being said. It's not about the person. It's not about their level. It's about a singular record. It doesn't matter who wrote it. If Biggie wrote my record, right? And fucking Mano wrote your record. They might think that my record is more lyrical than Mano. Biggie might have more wordplay than Mano. Mano shit might be straightforward, more gutter thug than what Biggie shit might be. It's two totally different, but then they would be able to go in and say which one is more lyrical, although neither one of them wrote it. You got me?
All I'm saying is this. One person delivered on his lyricism. The other person only became lyrical based on the body of work and the creativity of somebody else. So guess what? They're not lyrical. Because if you sat there and said, hey, Bismarcky, come in the studio and make a lyrical record, you have faith in him?
What? Let me ask how you get a question, please. So what does the creative work of art stand for? Tell me. Since you're judging so much, right?
No,
what does the creative?
I'm going to answer it.
For?
Just like how you said, you can't judge Drake as being top 5 because he didn't write it. Yes or no? He didn't write it. So no, because it has to come from your experience. So how can somebody be considered lyrical? Being lyrical is based on talent. Being able to come up with that and putting it together. He's taking someone else's lyricism and implementing into him that he didn't come up with, and we're going to give him the credit of being lyrical?
Do you know what I also said about Drake? Because you easily leave the other half out. I said, although Drake would not be in my top 5 spitters, he's a top 5 artist. Mm-hmm. And that's off of what people wrote for him or didn't write for him. That's the point.
Also on our do not talk about list anymore.
What?
The lyrics in the rapper, remember that text?
Oh, okay. No, because we're talking about the business of hip-hop, and Jermaine Dupri said that hip-hop... No, and this is where the conversation, matured into. Esso said that he feels like, do you think that hip-hop is in trouble?
No,
I think they're great.
I don't agree with hip-hop is in trouble. Everything goes around in a cycle. Mm-hmm. We're just in a different cycle right now. Things are coming back. You got Lola Brooke and you got Billy B, who would consider drill, who have a regular hip-hop dope record right now. So I think it's coming back. Yeah, people always going to get a chance. People want to make a change. Oh, we're going digital. He has a philosophy. Let's try his philosophy. Some philosophies don't work, and then they get back to what works again. They bring the people back in power again. They bring people who know how to sign real people and know how to work records and build people again. It's just it's a cycle of power. Yeah. That's all.
That's how I look at it. These guys are young. Are the lyricism what we expect it to be? Some say yes, some say no. They're trying to figure it out. And I've always said, Esso, the thing about this internet, you get to put out whatever you want. It catches fire. It catches a look. And does that mean you're doing it the right way? Remember how you told me, was I doing a lot of things in the media the right way because I was able to get all this level of popularity and energy towards me? I caught a wave. Hey, these are artists that don't know the business. They don't know what's going on. They don't have no way to get to a label, get studio time. Shit hits. Crazy. It's just hitting at a crazy rate. This is the consequence of the internet era. It's like you said, it's gonna circle
I
around.
don't think it's a consequence. It's how you look at it. Just because it's not better doesn't mean it's not good.
Last question.
Yeah.
Since the Wayno interview, people have been loving the Wayno interview. What other new executives, young executives, can we interview?
I don't really know any other young executives. I do know that Saint, the Haraway dude. I hear his name. I don't got a relationship with him, but Saint, I know, is doing deals and has an influence that's around.
You know who else?
I think Wayno hit more because Wayno is an executive, but he also is
On
doing
media.
this, and he was on, he was on YouTube shit already.
You know who else would have been dope, and we didn't get the chance? Hovain.
Yeah,
That
Hovain was
would've-
supposed to say it.
You know, and Esso had worked to set that up. It's just the timing didn't work for obvious reasons.
Hovain was supposed to sit with us.
Executive.
I'm trying to think, 'cause
You know
you
who I want to
saying
sit
young.
down with? And he's part of the
Young Sav would be good. Just
Young
with Lola
Sav.
Brooke. Yeah. Stephen Victor would be good.
dope. Cortez.
Cortez, but Cortez ain't young. Cortez is experienced. Like Cortez been around.
But he's
like,
still young. He ain't that.
I think he's probably like 38, 40.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
young.
Who's like gonna take those? Like,
Saint is young.
who do y'all think is gonna take those spots? Like,
I don't.
We don't know.
They don't have the business isn't set up like
But
that.
it's
no
not set up
more.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
set up right now with all the new people coming and going to keep the people in power. You have to be like a QC to build. Like QC should have been running the label already. You feel what I'm saying? Like they should have been the heads of some label, Atlantic, somewhere with the success that they've had with Little Baby, Migos. They have Cardi B with them.
I swear, Vezo.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Lakia,
they didn't made enough money and done enough stuff that they should have been at the top of a record label situation somewhere. But the way it's hooked up is you don't have to do that because it's a lot of flushing and coming and going.
Yeah. And people are not gonna relinquish their power. I saw a quote from Oprah. I'm paraphrasing. She said, when you talk for a living, you don't stop talking until they take you off that box or off that TV.
That's true.
You don't retire yourself. You make them retire you. And these executives, you know what comes with the perks, the power, the notoriety. It's so much that
It's the life.
The lifestyle. That lifestyle keeps you young. It keeps you relevant.
And we don't really have to move because they're so high up.
Yeah.
The people down here is doing the work.
Yeah.
They're playing chess and who they want to work for them. Oh, SO got that vibe. They could see me and be like, yo, he knows about all facets of the business. Yo, go get him.
so you don't think there's not gonna be no changing of the guard?
Not in mass.
Not-
It's gonna happen subtly.
Not right now.
Not in
because
mass.
you need mass success of an individual.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying. And right now, the way things are set up, it's hard to do that.
And
right
dudes
now.
are not relinquishing. They always say when you fight the champion, you don't beat him on points. You got to knock him out. So, what is it going to take to knock out a Leor Cohen? What is it going to take out to knock out a Dame Dash?
Lucian Grange. They knocked Dame Dash. Dame is not on.
I'm just saying, just even all these people.
You can't mention that. You got to be in context. Like the Dame is not Lucian Grange. He's not them guys. They're the guys. Those guys take Dame and move him.
Yeah.
They take
But
Jay and move him.
but the spot
They
that
can't take
Dame
Jay and move him now though.
Yeah, but what is it going to take to even knock out a Jay-Z? The closest would be Drake, and that's being
Drake's not gonna knock out
exactly. And
yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Jay-Z
Thank
is
you.
LeBron. I mean, Jay-Z is Jordan.
Yeah.
And Drake is LeBron.
What is it going to take to knock out Kevin Lyles? Think about that.
You're not gonna.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
He has too many relations. He's made too many people money.
Yeah, I agree.
These are the things that people don't understand. These men have made millionaires. They're the ones that be like, yeah. I cut that. I got that $3 million. That $3 million is gonna be in your account.
It's in the account.
You're not knocking these guys out. They walk away when they want to. They came into power. They worked their way up and gained power.
No, I agree.
They are the chess players. That's why I said they're so high up. When he said, will there be a change? No. They're up here. You know when it changes? When they die.
There you go.
Doug Morris is not retiring. Doug Morris is going to be the head of Sony or wherever he's at.
And here's the thing.
Till he's dead.
Here's the thing.
Sylvia Rome is going to be in the music business running some shit until she dies. She's going to die on the throne. That's my word.
Here's the thing, yo. Let's say these companies close down. They'll just transfer. No, listen, chill. Y'all don't ever let this shit fucking play out.
This nigga.
No, because Leor Cohen was at Def Jam. Where's he at now? In Power at YouTube. All I'm saying is, even if they lose their position in one place, they're so grandfathered in, they'll be in another place. So you really got, like Esso's saying, they would have to pass away. That's how ingrained they are. That's all I'm saying.
Die.
Huh? That's what I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. Because I'm telling you, yo, even if one of the companies close down, they'll be in another position of power that most young dudes might not get. They, like you said, they're gonna have to die. They're not relinquishing. You think Leor Cohen's relinquishing his spot at YouTube? No, YouTube would have to crumble, and we don't see that happening anytime soon.
Or they vote him out. But he's still not going to go no place else because
even if he gets voted out, he could go somewhere else.
People need what they have.
Thank you.
The ingenuity, the know-how. The music business teaches you everything about every other business because it's all involved. Yeah. When you deal with the music business, TV is involved. Film is involved. Media is involved. Marketing, promotion. You're all over the world with things. You're around people and you get to absorb many styles of business. Fashion. You're in everything. You get to see how clothes are made, how they're really marketed. When it goes from A, B, C to D, you get to see how stars are made. You know what's up. So when you leave this business, you can go and do anything you want. I've been the vice president of a fashion company. Fabric by Blackburn, because I had the know-how from the music business and I used my music relationships to help blow the product up on the marketing and promo side.
Hey, listen.
That's what it affords you.
In order for these young execs, they either going to have to start their own wave at some other company that nobody never heard of, and it just blows up like an Instagram or some shit, or someone has to pass away. It's one of the two.
I mean, that's what they did with Spotify. That's what they did with
Shaka, right?
With Versus. You got so many different platforms that have a lot of music people formally behind them because they want them to be in the mind of the entertainer. That's what I was saying about TuneCore and everything. If they're going to do that, they have to go higher and get people in there that's from the trenches that know what the entertainers will do, won't do, and what they actually want. Period.
Hey,
do your research. Please.
We'll see what happens with the execs, man. You never know.
Nobody's moving, trust me. They've been there for 50 years. There's no reason for them to move. They dying on the throne.
I agree. Or they go to a new throne, like Dubai. Like, comment, subscribe. Like the most. That's the number one metric for us.
Share.
But I'd rather you like. If you don't do anything, like the video. That's the number one metric we need the most. And then the super thanks. That like metric, yeah.
What I want you to do is spread the word.
There you go.
By word of mouth, tell people to follow us, tell people what's going on, enlighten them to what's happening over at BagFuel.